I've introduced you to Folds of Honor and briefly introduced you to my grandpa and the 7th Infantry Division's role in Korea. Today, I will share the story of the last battle for Pork Chop Hill from my grandpa's perspective through an essay he wrote years after the war had ended. God's Protecting Hand by William Ray Stites, Sr. It was 4 o'clock in the morning on July 8th, 1953. As a light fog began to lift and the eastern sky had a slight tint of pink to it, indicating that the sun would soon be coming up. The place was a valley at the base of Pork Chop Hill in North Korea. It was deathly quiet as we stood there waiting. Then came the order: move out. As we started across the valley through rice paddies, mud, and a river, flares began to light up the sky and mortar and artillery shells started falling in around us. By the time we reached the base of the hill, it was starting to get light out, and the Chinese soldiers could see us coming. Then the artillery and mortar shells began to come in much heavier, and men started falling to the ground here and there as they were hit by flying shrapnel. As we started up the hill, a large artillery shell exploded about 25 feet from me. I ran and jumped in the hole that it had made. After a few minutes, I got out of the hole and continued up the hill. As we got closer to the top and to the enemy, we started hearing bullets snap by us in the air. 2 different times as we fought our way up the hill, machine gun bullets ripped up the ground within a few inches of my feet. It was late that night by the time we reached the top of the hill and had destroyed the enemy. The next morning, as I looked down the slopes of Pork Chop Hill and saw the hundreds of dead American and Chinese soldiers, I was overwhelmed at how God had protected me. That is my grandpa's story in his words. This is just one of many reasons I want to honor his legacy and the sacrifice of all who serve to preserve the American way of life. I'm asking that you help me in my efforts by purchasing a Faith Freedom golf shirt for $30. $10 from every shirt goes to Folds of Honor, and my goal is to sell 500 shirts to pay for one $5,000 scholarship. In doing so, I want to put my grandpa's name on the Wall of Honor at American Dunes Golf Club permanently. As I've shared in previous videos, the link is in the description here and will be in the bio of my YouTube channel while this campaign is running. But if you do me a favor, whether you buy a shirt or not, would you share the video? Not because it's my grandpa, although that's important to me. His story, just like so many others, deserves to be heard and to be shared. And their legacy deserves to be honored. So I'm asking you to help me make sure that my grandpa is remembered and help me is help the children and spouses of today's service members and first responders pursue college education. Thank you.